Kavitha and Stan with the Sports Convo, and we want to bring you what we think is going to happen in the NFC North.
Right, I think we have a turnover at who's going to win this time. It's the Minnesota Vikings. We feel as though has a lot of talent.
Absolutely.
Mike Zimmer is going to focus on the ground game and defense. And like I've been saying in our fantasy preview, we think Dalvin Cook is a stud who's going to perform well, but they have a backup plan. Alexander Madison can step right in, and they'll not miss a beat in the run game. But they could still throw the ball with Cousins and Thielen and Diggs.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, and they have
Kyle Rudolph.
Right, and they have Irv Smith Jr., a young, talented tight end. They shored up their offensive line, so they'll be good there. Their defense is still stout. Getting Anthony Barr to spurn the Jets and stay with the Vikings was a huge coup. So that's going to be big. Great secondary with Xavier Rhodes and Harrison Smith, and I think they're set up. Look, they were going to be a Super Bowl team last year when they added Cousins. So I think this is the year that they have a shot at it again.
Yeah, I mean Cousins didn't really deliver what he said he would deliver, but maybe this year he'll be able to.
He might have to be a guy that has to get paid, earn his money this year.
He might have to earn it this year, yes. So the Bears are another team that have a lot of potential.
But I think we think that they're gonna regress. Look, I love Chuck Pagano, great coach for the Colts. Meaning great person for the Colts, not a great coach. He is lacking. It wasn't a great coach. Wasn't also a great coach that could adjust in game as well. He was outmaneuvered, out-schemed by a lot of other coaches and coordinators, and we just feel like losing Vic Fangio as defensive coordinator for the Bears is going to hurt the Bears' defense. Him becoming the coach there and Chuck Pagano taking over is going to bring the defense down a level. And they lost a couple of secondary players. It's also going to affect them.
Yep. And they do have some great players in David Montgomery, where they picked up David Montgomery as a running back.
We think that he's a stud, very much like Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, I think so. And they still have Tyreek Cohen,
they do.
Who has a dual threat that he proved last year. But we all think David Montgomery is probably going to be the better running back.
He might be the best player on their offense. I'm not too sold on Mitch Trubisky yet. Even their receivers, Allen Robinson and Anthony Miller, and then the tight end Trey Burton. Look, Matt Nagy came over from Kansas City, supposed to be an offensive guru and a mind. Didn't see it so much last year, so I think they're going to lean on David Montgomery. But I just think the team will regress, and I don't think they're going to be as good this year.
And then we have the Packers. I mean, we have Aaron Rodgers, who's been just a stud for the last several years. But is he going to be a stud again this year? At least with all the people that's surrounding him.
Right. Well, you could argue he's been the best quarterback, in the last 10, 12 years in the NFL. But I think it's going to be tougher for him. He's focusing on a young receiving core. So Marcus Valdes-Scantling, Geronimo Allison, you got Devontae Adams. But, again, a young offense and a new head coach, another one of the Sean McVay coaching tree candidates, Matt LaFleur. So, again, it's going to be a transition. We don't know how quickly everyone will gel and pick up the system. So that's going to be tough. They made a couple of additions on defense, but we do think, look, when you have a great quarterback like Aaron Rodgers, you always have a shot.
Yep.
So
great things are going to happen.
Exactly.
And then they have Aaron Jones as their running back.
Great player.
Who's just been improving year after year.
Exactly.
Right?
Just needs to be healthy. And that's the key with him. He is a monster that can be used in the run game and the passing game that they want to feature a lot. So hopefully that'll be a push that'll get them moving up in the division.
Yep. And then we finally have the Lions. And I don't
know. Well, we do have the Lions, but that.
What can we say about the Lions?
That's something also in Detroit that might be in a depression state. Just like the economy and the real estate there, Matt Patricia is one of those coaches that falls from the New England head coaching tree that seems to might be fall into those lines where they fail outside of New England. They got Darrell Bevell from Seattle. They'll focus on being a running team, but I don't think they have the talent that's going to be competitive. So I think it's going to be a tough year. I think Matt Patricia is going to be on the hot seat.
Yep. So for the NFC North, we think the top team is definitely the Vikings, and we think they're going to have an 11-5 record.
Right. I think, like I said, when you have Aaron Rodgers, anything can happen. I think he can make things happen. So I think they're going to end up being second at 9-7 in that division.
We think the Bears will come in third at an even 8-8.
And Detroit will be 5-11, and again, they'll get a draft pick and a new head coach next season.
So that's what we have for the NFC North.